At least they participate in their cultural here cultural cultural religious things. They are very true to themselves. Noah is very beautiful. The Jewish tradition is very beautiful. You don't have to agree with the tradition itself. Not it doesn't make whether or not you agree with it. It doesn't make it less beautiful. At least they have a culture that they are proud of. That's something that everyone can respect. Entire Western culture is based on ripping off other cultures. Except for Scandinavia and maybe the Central Europe, Italy, Spain. But I find it very, very amusing the fact that all of a sudden expert politicians apparently know it better than themselves. Maybe the maybe the maybe Noah was correct. Maybe it's not so. Maybe it's the people who don't want to do anything that are the real problem. People who complain all the time. Did you people, did you politicians at any point even try half of the things you say you try? You know, I bet you didn't. You just say that you want to raise your families and you give your bullshit excuses for being the opposite what you really are. You can't even you can't you can't even admit your sexuality, yet you act as if you can rule a country. How about saying it out loud what your sexuality is? Then you can perhaps learn to do the do the right thing, whatever it may for you be. Once you get to the Bronze Age, there will be 1,000 kilometer tall metal Noah coming for you. And it's not gonna be nice, you know. One of the one of the things that amuses me that you create you apparently create all the fancy stuff, but you really don't participate in it, you know. You never do because you think you're so much better, you know. You really do. I really admire the work of Disney. I really admire the work of Bible, you know. I really admire the work of the Jewish spoken tradition, as I admire, for example, European paganistic tradition as well, you know, and all the other stuff, you know. But you will see it when the time comes. There's a thousand kilometer tall metal Noah coming coming for you, you know. And it's gonna be fun to watch, you know. I think so, at least, you know. I tried to be I tried to be polite with you, but you, I feel as though you don't understand the world at all. Yet you act as if you do, you know. You have no idea what you're doing. And because of that fact that you have no idea what you're doing, the metal Noah is going to destroy everything. you know, 1,000 kilometer tall metal Noah is going to crash into America, and it won't be nice, you know. One of the other things that seemingly are going very very much wrong is the fact that you think you can win over the public's opinion by speaking, but they can see your coded bullshit messages, They have always seen through them. They're not dumb, and it will be what it will be, you know. And as for your sperm fingers, why can't you admit you're gay, you know? Then you don't have to fucking sperm finger. Why is it so hard, you know? Not even a button-down shirt will will guide you through, you know. And I think you've been asking for it for a long time, you know. As for Europe, I congratulate you for understanding the concept of history surfing, and I wish you all the best, in your travels between the historical periods once you get to that point, you know. Same for same for other continents. I wish you all the best, you know. The Disney engineers are very smart people. I admire them. I hope I hope they build something amazing, you know. But whatever somebody who's creative might build, do not I tell you, do not do not give authority to politicians, you know. Keep keep your creations to yourself. If they if they sort of support the religious texts, then they may support the religious texts. If they don't support the religious texts, then may it be so that they don't. But whatever you create, don't don't hand your creations to the politicians, you know. In fact, it would be better if you sort of handed your create creations for the poor people, you know, not the politicians. All you need is desire to do good. Everything else is extra. Once you realize that, regardless of your status, you are free, you know, sort of, at least. Noah is very beautiful. The giants, the Nephilim, are very beautiful, you know. Muhammad is very beautiful. Jesus is very beautiful. All you need to do is figure it out what you want to do, then do that, you know. The politicians call themselves religious, even though they are not. They are all anti religious. That's a fact, regardless of their ethnic, apparent religious stanza. They are all anti-religious because they want to use religion for bad things, regardless of what they say. That's that's an important rule to remember. They apparently fight the industrialists who truly follow religion, and their they framework it like it's a question of fighting for freedom. But if they were truly religious in the positive sense, they wouldn't think like that, you know. One of the things that helped me notice that was the fact that they first they never say what they think, you know. They always frame frame it as if they say something else because they are afraid of being truly nice, you know, because they want to live forever, you know, and because they want to be the guardians of existence, you know. One of the things I think that in order to be religious, you have to come from a stance of humbleness, you know, and from a perspective of a lower class person. I don't think that the higher class people are truly religious. They may be in the sense that they help create all the fancy stuff with the sort of, and they help envision the fancy stuff, you know. But that's not what being truly religious is about. Truly religious, being truly religious is about desire to do good, you know. That's what it's all about. It's about the ummah, the community that you want to help, you know. Sometimes it may be civil rights community, sometimes it may be some business community, sometimes it may be some other community, but it all boils down to the fact that somebody always lies, Somebody always does good. Somebody who always does good is made to look bad, you know. But one of the, one of the things that is so that is so funny is the fact that tie they tie being good to politics, you know. While in my opinion, you need to be outside of politics to do good, because it's very hard to be it's very hard to do good in the sphere of politics, you know. All you have to really do to do good things, you can donate money, you can do positive things in your everyday life, you can do activism, you can try to be some sort of revolutionary thinker or do something revolutionary to change, but never do fucking politics, you know. That's fucking the biggest mistake of them all, you know, if you do politics, you know. And they keep thinking that they are so eternally wise do this when they do this to women, you know. They do it like this. Then they think that they are wiser than every other being in the existence, you know.